Hey everybody, it's Queen of Light 1111. Happy Friday. I apologize for the lateness in this reading, but I have been as busy as a bee today. I have been very, very busy today, and it's a triple threat. There's a lot going on. There's the 9-9 portal that we are in. We're headed into a full moon, and Mercury retrograde started today. So there's a lot going on. And so I'm not at all surprised that this reading is delayed. So the thing about Mercury retrograde, you have to prepare for delays, prepare to be patient, prepare for things not to go seamlessly, okay? And so the more you can just kind of go with the flow, the better it is for you and the easier it will be to get through these energies. The full moon in Pisces, depending on where you are, for me it's tomorrow. It's in Pisces, the water sign. It's a very watery energy, okay? And so if your emotions are at an all-time high, if you're more sensitive than usual, if you're in your heart space, and you're kind of, as far as your heart space, if you're kind of overly emotional or not emotional at all, and if you're not finding any balance in that space, then just, try your very, very best to ground. Try your very, very best to go out, take a deep breath, to go inward, and maybe just even detach and be in your own energy, okay? Special announcement. I am running a full moon in Pisces special today, September 9th through the 11th, Sunday, on my Twin Flame Extended reading. It is a 45-minute Twin Flame Extended reading, live on the phone with me or Skype if you're international. And what we'll do in that session is we look at your energy, your person's energy, and that really shows me how you're both relating. We're going to look at your connection, and that will tell us that what's happening in the background, or it may validate how you're both experiencing each other. But what makes this different, what makes this reading different, is that we will also look at blocks and challenges. What is blocking or challenging your connection? And then we'll look at the potential future energies. So you definitely want to book this. This reading doesn't go on sale very often. It's the Twin Flame Extended reading, on sale only through Sunday. So go ahead and book now on my website. And if you want to book any other service or reading or healing session or coaching session, go to the same website, queenoflight1111.com. Let's get started with the bottom of the deck. Specifically, what we're covering today is the 9-9 portal and the full moon energies that we're either in now or that we are headed into, okay? So the bottom of the deck, what we're getting a new moon energy. We're getting new moon in Aquarius. So when this card comes out, this is all about the energy of being detached from a situation, okay? It's about thinking outside the box. It's about stepping into your heart space. It's about maybe doing things for others, right? So bring love into the situation. It's this energy about progress. It's about moving forward. It's an energy where change is coming, but you still need to detach, so you're not really trying to intervene with what is meant to happen. So this card suggestion is, look, do things independently, do things on your own, but be loving, okay? Be loving as well. So try to keep yourselves in your heart space. So what does this mean for Divine Feminine? So her detachment, okay, bottom of the deck is the Judgment card. So she is in this energy of evaluation. She's in this energy of further awakening, and she's awakening to the fact that she needs to continue to detach and focus on, look at this, is the beehive. Didn't I just say earlier on, busy as a bee? She's being diligent. She's working hard. She's working on her own things right now. And you can't make this up. Queen of Air, the star card. Aquarius. So it just feels like she's very much in alignment. She is detached from her masculine. She is detached from thoughts of union. And frankly, she's focused on herself. She's focused on the things in her life at this time. And she's focused on the things that she needs to work on to continue her progress forward. So for masculine, this is the energy of the Three of Wands. So he's in the energy of detaching from manifestation right now, okay? So there is this energy. Three of Wands is an energy of growth and development and expansion. Mercury retrograde has slowed this down. He is working independently. He's doing what he needs to do. And right now, he's not in a place to manifest. And you know what? You don't want the counterpart back during the retrograde because you might potentially repeat a similar cycle. You've got to be careful when these exes and these family members or friends or situations come back during the retrograde. You've got to be careful. Have you learned the lesson, or do you need to learn it again? And so for masculine, he is in this energy of bringing love into his heart space. But as far as any growth, development, manifestation, he's not doing it right now. There is a conclusion to any sort of result or any sort of culmination right now because things are very, very fragile in his life right now. Things are very, very delicate. Okay, as far as the connection is concerned, this is this energy of detachment. Okay, we've got the Devil card that really is clarifying this. So bring love into the situation. The connection right now is restricted. It is restricted. Things have not changed just yet. We haven't completely broken free of karmic patterns and cycles. Okay, that's the masculine. That right now, that counterpart energy is keeping the connection restricted because the karmic cycle isn't over. And frankly, that really feels like masculine is in alignment too. He's not going to come forward and start dipping his toes in feminine's holy clean water, if he hasn't gotten rid of the karmic cycle. So it just really shows that, he's not going to create anything with feminine right now because the connection is showing he's still ending some sort of karmic cycle or pattern. So therefore, right now, the connection, we're working on breaking free of the toxic energy. So divine feminine's energy towards her masculine today during the 9/9 portal and through the full moon, which is either today or tomorrow, depending on where you are, the energy is gaining momentum. So it's clarified by the Four of Cups, which is like, no, it's not. So she may have felt that, hey, okay, well, maybe the energy in my connection was gaining momentum. Maybe things were starting to the energies were showing that we were moving forward or that there was some sort of progress. But nope, not so much. And you know what? That has a lot to do with Mercury retrograde. So divine feminine is very much focused on self-reliance right now. She's focused on accomplishing things in her own life, improving her own self. Maybe she's mentoring other people. Maybe she's giving herself charitably to other people. And she's a boss, man. She's a boss. She's standing in her independence. She's standing in her detachment. And she's like, yeah, I felt like things were gaining momentum with my masculine, but not so much, not so much. It's like all of a sudden that momentum has slowed down. And this is so that she can continue to be self-reliant, so that she can continue to ascend, elevate into this boss energy. What about masculine? Masculine's energy towards his feminine, the end of a tough cycle approaches. I'm not at all surprised. Full moon in Capricorn. What is the full moon in Capricorn? What is Capricorn? The Devil's energy, right? This is leading right back to why this connection is stuck in the connective energy, because he's approaching the end of this type cycle. So he is in a period of endings. Endings need to occur before beginnings come in. So this is about okay, masculine, how hard are you willing to work? How hard are you willing to work? Effort is still required, okay? So if this is an energy right now, if he's like, should I leave a karmic situation? Should I stay in one? This card coming up is saying, hey, You've got to end this tough cycle. You've got to end the karmic cycle. You've got to end this exchange because things have been very unchanged as related to his divine feminine. So when he is in his energy towards his feminine, and through today, the 9-9 portal, and through the full moon, he's in this energy where I've got to end my toxicity. I've got to end. This is exactly why the bottom of the deck is showing he's not going to grow or expand this connection with feminine right now, because he's got to end this karmic cycle. He's got to end the exchange that he's having, because he's not done that yet. He's been unchained. It's like he knows that he needs to leave it, but he's not. And so he's got to end this tough cycle, because this exchange with this feminine, who's this loyal, supportive soul connection, remains stuck. It remains stuck. So what about the connection? Not even surprised. Surrender to the divine. It's important. It's important. Feminine's doing this, and I feel like masculine is trying to do that too. I feel like he's dealing with earthly energies, earthly toxic connections, toxic situations, earthly situations. And so it's very important. Leave it to God. Leave it to God. Let go of the past and move on. Because here's the thing, surrender any sort of communication, surrender the adventure right now, okay? Because things need to start flowing, and they cannot flow until this complicated, hot mess is over. What's the hot mess? Here. This is why Spirit is saying, feminine, become self-reliant, connect with others, connect with nature, connect to your strength. You are strong, detach. This is not your karma. This is not your problem. The masculine needs to end this, and he needs to do it on his own. You don't need to feel his heartache, his heartbreak, his inconsistency, his fears. You don't need to tap into all that. You don't. Let him deal with this. Surrender this to the divine, which is exactly what you're doing, feminine, because this connection is stuck until he ends this karmic cycle. Okay, I hope this reading made sense. I'm going to be doing a members only reading next week to kind of look at how the full moon energies are impacting this retrograde period, what's going on with the twins. So if you're not a member, join now, consider joining now. All you have to do is go to my YouTube homepage and join at the level that makes sense for you. Again, Twin Flame extended reading on sale only through Sunday. Have a great weekend. Bye.